Thank you to be with us today, Professor Cousin.
My pleasure.
And you have been an active researcher and you have been teaching students for many, many years now. What advice would you give students when doing their degree at university?
Well, I think I'd give them 3 bits of advice, or 4 really. The first one is to aim very high, to think of themselves, imagine themselves graduating with a first or a 2-1, you know, just have this vision of where they're going to go. The second thing is to believe in their potential, to set aside anything anybody's ever said about them, any judgments that's been made, any grades that they've got at school or college that were disappointing, and say university is a place where I reinvent myself. And to reinvent yourself, you have to believe that you can do it. So that's terribly important. And allied to that is you have to understand that studying is a question of work. If for instance you wanted to run a marathon, you wouldn't start training by running the full 26 miles the first day. You would build it up, wouldn't you? Well, what I suggest is you have the same attitude towards realizing your potential. You put the work in each day and you build it up. In particular, you get yourself used to reading. The more you read, the more you understand and the more you're able to write. You can't become a good writer without becoming a good reader. And if you don't understand what you're reading all the time, trust that it will all become clear later. So things happen a bit more slowly. So think of that marathon analogy. And finally, one of the things that it needs to be understood that is different from school and college, well, I generalize, it's not entirely like that, but in general, schools and college encourage you to look for answers, whereas university encourages you to look for understandings. So you have to show that you've understood. It's no good trying to find the right answer in Wikipedia or off Google. You have to come to it through an engagement with the subject, a deep engagement. So those are 3 things. 1, believe in yourself, believe in your potential. 2, work very hard. And 3, pursue understandings, not the right answers.